Hey everyone, welcome to the IBOtoolbox training webinar. I'm Chris Karafotis. I'm going to be your host for the webinar. For those of you that are new to IBO, I want to welcome you to our community. Whether you're just getting started with IBOtoolbox or you're a veteran member, training is critical to your success. Over the next 30 to 45 minutes, I'm going to be going over information on how to utilize all these amazing tools and resources that you have at your fingertips. And I know this platform might seem a little overwhelming at first, but I promise you that if you just continue to attend these webinars and get the training that you need to succeed, you'll be up to speed before you know it. A couple of things that I want to go over before we get started with the webinar. If this is the first time that you're attending an IBOtoolbox training webinar, what I'm going to cover is an introduction to IBOtoolbox. I'm going to go over the basics. I'm going to show you how to get started with IBO. I'm going to show you how to get helper assistance. I'm also going to show you how to get extended training on IBO and its family of websites. And at the end of the webinar, I'll wrap it up and issue you a credit coupon code worth 400 IBO credits that you can use to redeem for advertising on the platform. It's really important that you stay with me through the whole webinar. The credit coupon code is not automatic. I will issue the code once we're done with the webinar, once we're done with the training, and I will walk you through how to redeem that credit code. The credit coupon code is only valid for a short amount of time, so it's really important that you hang out with us until the end. Okay, so if you haven't done so, make sure that you go over to Facebook and Twitter and follow IBOtoolbox over there. Really important, you want to stay up to date with everything that IBOtoolbox has to announce, whether it's a credit sale or a webinar or a new tool or resource platform. You want to make sure that you hear about it as soon as it's announced. So those two places are really good places to stay up to date. This is a question and answer session tonight. So if you've just joined us, make sure that you start entering in your questions into the chat area so that I can answer them. Last Wednesday we had so many questions, I did not even get a chance to show you how to set up your profile. So, which is awesome because you guys, I really love answering your questions. So I'm up for the challenge. So start entering them into the chat window so I can answer them. If you wait too long, you risk the opportunity for me to answer your question. So if you got a question, don't be shy. Put it into the chat and I'll get it answered. Okay, so I'm trying to post on the wall, but I was posting too rapidly. So let's see if I want to announce the webinar here. There we go. All right, so a little bit about myself for those of you that don't know me. I am a member of IBOtoolbox, just like each one of you. I'm not an employee or anything like that. I love this platform. I've been here at IBO for over 5 years. I've been in the network marketing industry for 16 years. So I understand the industry. I know how hard it can be for some of you that are brand new, or how overwhelmed you must be feeling. There's so much on the internet, right? There's so much to learn and so many opportunities, and you're not sure which one works and how things work and all of that. So I know exactly how you feel because, believe it or not, at one time I was in your shoes. Since I got started in this industry 16 years ago, the business that I was promoting at the time was a business that I promoted offline because I really had never been on the internet. And I did very well in that company. But what I realized is, and how I built my business in that company was called calling leads, cold calling. And you know what? It worked really, really well for me, but I realized that it doesn't work well for everyone. So what I did was I went out on the internet, and there was an IBOtoolbox 16 years ago, and again, there was just so much information that I didn't know where to go. So I had to struggle learning the internet and learning internet marketing and all the ins and outs. And so again, I know if you're brand new to this industry, the internet or IBOtoolbox, it might seem a little overwhelming. So my goal is to make sure that you get trained and to give you some resources within IBOtoolbox to do that with, because I want you guys to be successful, just like IBOtoolbox. That's the reason this platform was developed, to give internet marketers a platform to market their business and network with other like-minded people. So I'm going to tell you or show you how it all works, how everything comes together. So if you've just joined us, tonight is a question and answer session, so make sure that you enter in your questions into the chat area so that I can answer them. Again, to get the credits issued at the end of the webinar, you need to be in live attendance. The credit coupon code is only valid for a short amount of time after the webinar is over, so you want to make sure that you keep your ears open, and you'll probably learn something new. Even if you're a veteran member, I've been doing these webinars for a few years now, and many of the members that have been around as long as I have been learned something new. There's been a lot of changes here at IBOtoolbox and a lot of updates going on. So again, we want to make sure that that covers everything. To learn more about me, you can certainly visit my IBO social profile page, which is ibosocial.com/IBO trainer. Now, at the beginning of the webinar, I talked about showing you where you can get helper assistance and extended training. I have a site called marketwithchris.com, and it's the official training site for IBOtoolbox. So to get to that site, you can either visit my IBO social profile page, click on this banner here, or throughout the platform, if you go down, and I've got banners running and so forth, but if you go down to the bottom right of the wall here, you're going to see this banner, so you can click here to get to it as well. So when you get to my site, I've got a welcome video. You're going to click here to gain free access. It's free to register. Your IBOtoolbox logins will not work. It's completely separate from IBOtoolbox. But what you're going to learn once you become a free member is you're going to have access to 42 IBOtoolbox lessons and counting. And what I mean by that is, you know, as IBO development team develops new platforms and new tools and resources for us, I do a training video for you. Okay, so if you scroll down here, and you can, you know, read more about the site. I've got some testimonials, a little bit more about me, my story. But if you want to preview what's inside, it would be the IBOtoolbox. This is what I want you to focus on anyways, the IBOtoolbox and rebrandable traffic sales setup. So here's what you can learn. You can learn how to complete your profile, customizing your profile, how to add your social networks, let's see what else, monetizing your profile, account settings, IBOtoolbox on-track feature, wall filters, commenting, press releases, IBO URLs, IBO search, how to redeem credit coupons, converting credits, everything you wanted to know about the Credit Center. IBOtoolbox advertising, how to set up your banner ads and your listing advertising. Promotional links and graphics for IBO. You want to promote IBOtoolbox. Let's see what else. The apps, which I mentioned, we've got the SMS lookup tool, which is brand new. We've got IBO Mobile that's available, so you can use IBO on the go from your mobile phone. Let's see, IBO Extra, which is part of the family of websites, IBO Banners, IBO Exchange, IBO Gigs, IBO List, IBO Tube, and the list goes on as, again, as IBOtoolbox development team develops. I do training videos. But the cool thing about this is that for each video lesson that you watch at Market with Chris, you're going to earn IBO credits. So right now you can earn, including the 42 lessons here for IBOtoolbox, you have rebrandable traffic, which is also part of IBOtoolbox. So I think one has 2 and the other one has 3, so that's an additional 5. So you can earn about 2,500 credits, IBO credits, that you can use to redeem for advertising. So training is really important, you guys, to anything, you know, to your success. Anything that you do in life, you're going to need some sort of training. Just as if you were going to be a doctor or a lawyer or whatever, you would need some sort of training. IBOtoolbox is no different, and so is network marketing. It's no different. When you sign up for a business opportunity, hopefully you're getting some training, whether it be from your sponsor or company training that you can participate in. So again, IBOtoolbox is no different. I also have other courses on building your business, social media that you can use to promote your business, email marketing, blogging, all kinds of things. So you can check out the other courses as well. So let's get started. If you've just joined us, I hope that if you, wait, let me back up here. If you've just joined us, tonight is the question and answer session, so go ahead and enter in your questions into the chat area. If you've been here since the beginning, I hope you've got some questions for me. So let me take a look at them and see what we've got. Okay, I don't want to get too far behind. Oh my gosh, you guys have a ton of questions. I love it. You are awesome. Okay, so let me just go over a little bit about IBOtoolbox, okay? Just so that you have a better understanding of IBO. IBOtoolbox is a free state-of-the-art marketing platform. It was specifically developed to give internet marketers the ability to promote their products and services on the internet. By using this powerful suite of tools properly, you're going to see short-term and long-term results from your efforts. IBOtoolbox is a constantly growing business building platform, and it protects its members in a safe haven environment for them to operate from. Now, you'd think that a platform of this magnitude would have a monthly cost associated with it, but guess what? IBOtoolbox is completely free. There are no levels, packages, enrollment fees, or anything like that. IBOtoolbox is a 100% free platform that's not going to tell you to upgrade after you join, and all members of IBO have the same exact features and tools regardless of their financial situation. So what does IBOtoolbox do? Well, first of all, it works. You know, there's so many systems and tools out there on the internet that really don't work. They're really more about the hype with no return for using them. So whether you're a part-time or full-time internet marketer, you're going to quickly discover that IBOtoolbox doesn't hype it up, but rather it over-delivers on every aspect. At IBO, you're going to find the most targeted audience. IBOtoolbox averages way over 300,000 visitors each day, and they're looking for opportunities just like you to make some extra money. They're finding your products and services through the search engines based on the content that you put into IBO, like your press releases that you published, your wall posts, your comments, they all get indexed. Everything you do on IBOtoolbox gets indexed. So it's really important to know who you're marketing to. 96% of that daily traffic is non-member traffic. So here we're looking at the dashboard wall. This is 4% of the traffic. So we are seeing this on the inside, okay? So I want to just bring a couple of things to your attention, okay? So this is really your back office. So this is where we're posting on the wall, adding a new wall entry, we're commenting, we're visiting press releases to find out more about, you know, certain press releases and comment accordingly. We're liking the posts that we see, and so forth, okay? So we are seeing this here, okay, 4% of the traffic. But who you're really marketing to is what? That 96% of that daily traffic, that non-member traffic. So let me show you where that traffic is seen. It is seen on the outside here. So if I go to, and I should have done this, but I ran out of time here. Let's see, let me get my referral link. If I go to my link, and I hope the development team fixed this for me last time because something was haywire here. So this is the outside of IBOtoolbox. So when you invite people to IBOtoolbox, they're going to come to a page that looks like this. This is just one of the many pages. Within referral links and graphics, you've got banners and so forth that you can use, splash pages, etc. Okay, so I just picked that one. So as you scroll down here, you get the inside, okay? So those 96% of the visitors are seeing the same thing that we see on the wall. So let me just go back to the dashboard. And okay, so here's the inside, here's the outside. It's the same exact postings, okay? As people are here on the outside, they can click on people's names and go to their profile pages to find out more about them. They can click on their press releases to go read them. You know, if they have a link, if they posted a link to something, they can certainly click on that. The other thing, too, is they can feature what they see here. If they want to see only posts from the IBO featured member of the day, they simply click on that. If they want to see the contributors post, they click on this one, and so on and so forth. If they just want to pull up the recent press releases, they click on that. Okay, so another place that they can see is your social wall. This will have all of your posts on it. Okay. They can also see from the IBO Hub. Okay, which will have those same posts as well. Now it's refreshed a little bit because I'm getting a little too chatty here, but as you can see, it basically looks the same. Just trying to show you that all of this is seen on the outside. So if you can imagine over 300,000 visitors a day, you're getting a lot of exposure, but you're only getting as much exposure as what you're participating. Okay, so that's really the key here to IBOtoolbox, is participating. So if you're not participating in the platform, in other words, you're not posting your press releases, your 2 a day, you're not posting on the wall, you're not commenting, you're just sitting over here on the sidelines, not doing anything and just watching, no one's going to find out about you. So the more active that you are, the more often you're going to get in front of your target audience, whether it be that they went to the search engines and entered in search terms that you've written about in your press release or your posts or comments, or if they came to IBO for another reason, maybe they were just surfing the internet and somebody was advertising, they have the opportunity to find out more about you if you're right in front of them. Okay, and IBOtoolbox, it's so much fun to participate. And it's quite addicting too. And you build these relationships. So one of the things about IBO is that it is a community of like-minded internet marketers, just like each one of us. And so everything here at IBO was developed for us, independent business owners. That's what IBO stands for. So if you use the platform properly and you take the time to build relationships by commenting and sharing other members' press releases with your other social networks and so forth, then that's always going to open up the door to opportunity, and business will flow naturally, because they can go to your profile, and if your profile is complete or if you're constantly participating, they're going to learn a lot about you, and that's who they're going to want to do business with you. They're not going to just randomly pick a company or a sponsor if they have access to over 100,000 active members here at IBO that they can choose from. Okay, they want to do business with somebody that they've built that relationship with. So it's a wonderful thing. Okay, so I am going to take a look. I wanted to show you guys the big picture here at IBO, so you can start pinching yourself and going, is this really free? And yes, it is. I can say that even after 5 years, because I love this platform, and I know you will too, especially if you're new. Just, get some training and really get all in here at IBO, just like you would at your business. The members that utilize the platform get the best results with their business. Okay, let's see. The first question is it okay to repost the same press release more than once on different days? Well, it's okay, but there's really no point to it, okay? Because you have to realize that what the search engines like is original content. So if you're just, posting that same press release over and over again, when they go to your profile page, they're going to see, if you go under press releases, they're going to see the same press release. Whether or not you give it a different title, I don't know. You could do that. But really, there's no point. Content is king, you guys, and you should really keep your readers wanting to come back for more. So if you're constantly reposting the same press release, I can tell you your associates aren't going to want to go read it, nor are they going to want to comment on it because they already did that. So I wouldn't do it. I absolutely would not do it. There are no rules against it, but I just wouldn't recommend it. Okay, let's see. All right, what's next? Is there a way to correct a spelling error? Okay, so when I deleted it, I was unable to repost. No, in a post, no, because what happens is if you delete a post that's got a spelling error and then you try and repost the same thing, it's going to catch it. The system will catch it as a similar post to the last post that you just made. So what I would do is when you add a new wall entry, just check it. I mean, you don't have to hit this until you know it's correct. So if you're thinking you don't have enough room here, just grab this corner here and make this a little bit bigger. Okay? And then you can see how much, what you put in there. And just check and make sure that your links have the HTTP colon in front of it, / in front of it to make it clickable. And I know, you know what, I post things, I get going in 5 million directions and I post stuff and there's a typo in there, or I posted it so fast I forgot to put a link in there or something, So we all do it, but no, there is no way to delete it and repost it. I mean, repost the exact same thing. So you would just have to be a little bit more creative. But if you do want to delete one of your posts, you simply click on the delete button. Here, let me go to my posts. So you can use the wall filter to go to my wall posts. And then you've got this delete here. So for instance, if I deleted this and I tried to repost it again, it wouldn't let me. Okay, now one thing that I want to let you know, when you write a press release, IBOtoolbox is going to do a wall post on your behalf, and it's going to look similar to this one here. So it's going to say, I just posted a new press release title, blah, blah, blah. Please take a look and leave a comment, view press release. If you delete that, then nobody can comment on your press release, okay? Because for somebody to comment on a press release, you have to go and view the press release, okay? If you hit reply here, it's not going to show up, or you won't get credit for commenting. If you have 5 or more stars, you get credit for commenting on press releases and videos. Okay, you can visit the Credit Center to learn more, but you would need to go to the press release itself, and to comment, which it says member note, to comment on this PR, simply click reply on the owner's main post below. So you would have to click on reply here, and that would bring up a box, and you could put your comment in there. As long as we're talking about comments, make sure you give it a good comment. One of the things that IBOtoolbox put into place this last week was the comment scrubbing system, because there were a lot of comments like great PR, thanks for posting, thanks for sharing, nothing relevant, and you could tell that people weren't reading the press release. I don't know about you, but I want people to read my press releases and tell me if they got any value out of it and what they got out of it, add stuff to it. I don't care. I want to get some good feedback. Okay, always stay positive with your feedbacks. We're not looking for any negativity, but I want to engage the conversation. One of the other ways that you can get training is to visit the newsletter as well. And as long as we're talking about commenting, take time to read this week's newsletter. You get credits for reading it. You get 100 credits. But if you go to the newsletter, you get what's happening here at IBO. I did a segment on commenting on press releases at IBOtoolbox. It happens to be a video from a third grade classroom, and it is awesome. I'm telling you, what we can learn for kids is just unbelievable. So take time to, this is actually a repost of this video because it is that powerful. So take time to, go through it and really leave some good quality comments. If you do that, you're going to get a lot more interaction and engagement with the other members on your own press releases. Okay, so, and then, you can leave a comment. There's more tip of the week, webinar information about the family of websites, how you can get even more training. These newsletters are published every Sunday. Leave a Facebook comment and or a business owner comment down here. And I got to tell you guys, I mean, this, with the new commenting system, you guys are leaving really, really, really good comments. And I know a lot of the members really love this. So again, it's all about building relationships, and it's not an automation kind of thing. You don't want to, look robotic in your comments. Okay, next question. Let's see here. Sometimes a press release gets published twice without us asking for that to happen. As a result, we do not get the opportunity to do separate press releases. You know why this happens? It's because you hit publish twice. That's the only way it can happen. Okay? So when you go to a press release, let's see. Did you guys hear the question? Sometimes a press release gets published twice without giving us the opportunity to publish 2 press releases a day. It's because when you publish that press release, you are hitting publish twice. That is the only way that it happens. So if I were to go and just edit a press release, I would go to PR tools and scroll down, okay? Because I'm not going to take the time to do a press release. But if I just did this and I made changes, whatever, and I went to go republish it, update or whatever, well, that's not a good example. Let me see here. Let me just go to create. So after you create your press release, you give it a title, website link, keywords, and you put your press release in here. You choose whether the content is authentic or it was copied. Okay, if it's copied, it's perfectly fine. You have to put a link in here, and then you have to check the rules. Once you hit publish, it's going to be working. Okay, you're going to see a little spinner here that's going to be working. Okay, until it says where it's went out, it's not done. So don't hit this again, okay? That's the only way that it would get published twice. All right, next one. Okay, when searching for associates, we can search by associate's name, area of country, etc. Can we have it set up by associate's background? Internet marketers, MLM, etc. Well, you're on a platform that is comprised mostly of network marketers, MLM, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so when you go to the search, you can filter it a little bit more. You can filter it by company name if you're looking for associates within a different company, so you could filter it that way. You can also do an advanced search, but the results are going to render so much if you go to like the search here. And I can't remember. I did training on this, and I'd have to look at my notes, but I don't want to take the time to do that. I think it's, let's see, think. It's a query search, like advertising, like you put in their name, like this will automatically bring it up. So if I put in like Chris Karafotis, I think is it plus? I think it's the plus sign. Internet marketing. Let's see if this works. Okay, so this is actually what's going to happen when you go and someone does search. It's going to bring up all of your information. So it's going to bring up all the information for internet marketing. But if you were to go to Google, you could do a search query the same, or you could even, no, scratch that. But anyway, so you could filter a little bit more. You could search by company name. You can include all IBO members, etc., or your referrals. You can search by join date, range, etc. Okay, I hope that helps. Let's see, even though I am an eClub member. Okay, so where are you seeing that large banner space? On the top of the wall? Up here? This area rotates. The question was, I am a Club IBO member, and I'm seeing a large banner space is occupied by someone else's banner. Okay, so what happens on the dashboard, you get a ad-free IBO social profile page if you're a Club IBO member. Okay, so I think you're talking about this banner up here. This is not going to be ad-free because everybody sees this, okay? Members that run banners up here in this area rotate with all the other members that are running it, okay? So if you're running a banner ad up here, it's going to rotate with the other members that are running the banner. On your IBO social profile page, if you're a Club IBO member, you won't have anybody else's banner running here. So I'm thinking you're talking about the wall. So hopefully that clarifies that. All right. IBO member. You mean a Club IBO member? Yes. IBO stands for Independent Business Owners. It's IBOtoolbox. IBO is Independent Business Owners, and then Toolbox is after that. Let's see. What? Can you post a video as a press release? No, you would post, you need to have words in there. You need to have at least 250 words. So the short answer to that is no. You can include a video in your press release, but to add a video, if you just want to post a video without any text, you go to Edit Profile, and it's step number 8. Okay, so I'm going to scroll down to step number 8. Whoops. Oh, that's business links. Here it is. Okay. This is where you add videos to your profile. Step 8 of Edit Your Profile. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense, Mike. If you want to do a press release and add a video to that press release, you can, but keep in mind you have to have at least 250 words in a press release minimum. Okay, so that video plus 250 words. Okay. Okay, So hopefully that will help you post a video. You just give it a title, the YouTube URL link, more info link, which is the target website, and then a few video keywords. Click on save. All of your videos, once you post them here under step 8 of edit profile, are going to show up here on your profile, as well as go out to the wall on your behalf with a post. Okay, so here's where it's seen. Is there a way to put an e-store from Amazon into a press release? Don't know. I mean, I guess if you knew the HTML to do it, I mean, like on my IBO social profile page, I have an order, pop-up order form, but you would have to know the HTML to do that. I'm not sure, you know, you would have to have the HTML for it. I don't know, you know, you'd probably be better off putting it here on your customization area. I'm just not sure how big it is, how it would fit. Really wouldn't put too much that makes you look like you're, you know, remember that it's all about building relationships. So you might want to just do a graphic about your Amazon e-store and, you know, or put a graphic in the press release, you know, like a banner graphic or something, and then have people click on that to go to your e-store. But yeah, I mean, you can, like, here's my order form. It's a pop-up, and people can actually place an order through this. But again, you have to know the HTML or the JavaScript or whatever. Okay, you couldn't get it to fit into the frame of the press release. Yeah, it's probably too big. Whatever happened to there's no longer for Club IBO, there's no longer Club IBO exchange coins given out. That was discontinued a while ago. Let's see. Okay, I'm not sure what, okay. Let's see what else. Okay, yeah, Club IBO. Absolutely. That, if you are a member of Club IBO, if you're actively subscribed, there should be no advertisement unless it's your own ad, and it would only be a 468 by 60. In other words, you wouldn't have any other third-party or member ads. How do you get back to your PR to see who commented? So you can reply back and say something. Okay, so the question was, how do you get back to your press releases and comment? A couple of ways. Okay, so if you use the wall filter, if somebody's commented on your press release, how do you get back there to see who's commented and so that you can reply? So we're going to use the wall filter, and we're going to go to, in this instance, you would pull up your wall post. So my wall posts, and here's videos, here's press releases, etc. Okay, so I can see the comments. You can click on the plus sign to view more. Okay, but to reply back to them, you could either do it here if you want, or you can go back to the press release and do it there. So if I went back to view press release, scroll down, and I could reply, okay? Or you could go back to, find the press release and scroll through on your IBO social profile page. You can actually search for the press release if you want to within your IBO social profile page. Okay. Yeah, you can still use the IBO Exchange coins that were accumulated. You use IBO Exchange, you use coins, offer coins to the other members in exchange for views. So you ask somebody to view your website or give you a like on your Facebook page, you offer to pay them in coins. Okay, so you give them, whatever, 10 coins, whatever you set. So yeah, you can absolutely do that. Okay, so, all right. It looks like I got all the questions answered. So, let me just make a scroll up here. I think that's it. Yep. All right, so real quickly, I want to go over setting up your profile page for you members that are brand new to IBO. The first thing that you want to do when you join IBOtoolbox is edit your profile. So when you signed up, you probably got the message of, account's been created, and then you check your email that you use to register. So then you click on the activation link and it tells you, to complete your profile. Click on this link to edit your profile to get your advertising credit. So what you would do is you come to, click on that link, or you go directly to edit profile under site navigation. Okay, so this is really important because think of your profile as your public storefront. Okay, this is where members and visitors are going to go to find out more about you. It's your page. Everything on this should be about you. Okay, so you want to make sure that you are set up ready to do business. Okay, so step one is there's 3 basic steps, and I'm not going to go through all of them because we're running out of time, but I just at least want to get you in the right direction. Okay, so step 1 is basic information. Your contact information, your name, your geographic location. If you want to be contacted by your phone or Skype ID, definitely put that in. Your email is always kept private. IBOtoolbox will not share your email with any third parties, okay? Your referrer, whoever referred you to IBOtoolbox, will get that information, but that is it, okay, because they referred you, okay? Otherwise, it's not going to show outside of where it's showing here, okay? Again, IBOtoolbox needed that to send you that activation link. You can also have the options of putting in your rebrandable traffic username, your IBO extra user ID number, your IBO tube channel, and IBO gig store. And you can click here to create accounts and register over on those platforms as well. And then once you do that, you can come and put your user ID, your name, or whatever URL in, and then click on Save. Step 2 is your profile image. You want to make sure to use a real picture of yourself, not a logo or product image. You want to do that because you want to separate yourself from everything else that's out there on the internet. We all look different, okay? But if we're all using the same picture of a logo or a product image, how in the world are people going to tell us apart? There's a pretty good chance that we're going to run into each other on another platform, Facebook, Twitter, or some of the other social networks out there. So if you put a picture of yourself out there, then people will begin to recognize you, and they'll say, hey, you know what? I know Chris from IBOtoolbox. She's somebody I know already. So it's always good. If we were to meet in person, we'd see your face, so it's really no different. Think of IBOtoolbox as your online meeting room. Okay, so just click on Change Profile Image, select one from your computer, and upload it. Step 3 is your business information. This is super duper important stuff, you guys. You want to put in your business information. Okay, so you want to put in your business name, your title, a link to your business opportunity and product. Now, this is mine for Market with Chris, so I just put the same link in both of them because it's not really a business opportunity. You don't necessarily have to put 2 different links in there if you don't have 2 different links. Like for mine, for BizOp Banners, it's not really a business opportunity, so I put the main link for BizOp Banners, and then I went and created an IBOURL.net alias, and I named it IBO Starter Pack because that's my flagship product. So you can be creative, you know, and do something different, change it up or whatever. But, you know, again, it's not necessary. Just giving you some ideas, and then just do a short business description in the box and click on Save. Now that's it. Those are the required steps. Now, I definitely would not stop there because, you know, you're going to want to have as much information to give to your visitors when they come and visit your profile page. So you can add the contributor badge. You can customize your IBO social front page. If you need help with that, I do that at BizOp Banners. I can design something really professional looking for you. You've got your business links backlinks, which is step 6. That's pretty self-explanatory. Just give your link whatever you want to call it, if it's traffic or leads or something like that, and then put the URL in there and click on Save. Social networks, that's self-explanatory. Change or choose from your whatever social network you want, like Facebook, and enter in the URL in here and click on Save. Business videos, we talked about that. That's where you upload videos to your profile. And then step 9 is monetizing your IBO social profile page. Okay, so let's go to your profile to see how it looks. One of the things that you need to realize is that you get 500 advertising credits for completing the minimum steps 1 through 3 of your profile. But if you don't return to the dashboard, you won't get those credits until you do that. So if you referred someone to IBO, you see that they've completed their profile, they've earned their first star, but you haven't gotten your referral credits, it's because they haven't returned to the dashboard. It's your responsibility as their sponsor to let them know how to do that. If you're not sure yourself, or you forgot because you've been here so long or whatever, send them to the webinar, send them to Market with Chris. It's really important that we all know how this platform works, and it doesn't matter how they get the information, because if we have a lot of members that don't know how to use this platform, don't have their profile set up, they're not going to come back, and we want as many members as we can here on this platform putting out content that gets indexed in the search engines so that we can continue to collectively get this traffic back to our sites. Okay, so once you complete your profile, you just want to simply go to click on dashboard. Okay, so you have to do that, and then to get to your profile to see what it looks like, just click on this link here under my IBO social profile page. Go ahead and do that. So this is how it all comes together, how it's seen out. You've got your picture, your name, your stars and badges and so forth, your stats here, how many likes you've received, featured member of the day, associates you have, wall posts, comments made, press releases, videos, and if you wanted your phone number and Skype ID, it would go here. Your profile visitor stats for daily, monthly, and total. The IBOtoolbox Associator widget is automatically displayed. Your most recent press releases are over here as well for quick access. Business links, step 6, these are the backlinks. Recent videos that you've published out or posted to your profile. Member advertising, this would be your monetization, like your Google AdSense or whatever you want to run over here. Active associates, these are the associates that have just recently logged on. And again, anyone can click on their names, okay? Under step 1, you have the opportunity to enter in your user ID for some of the different platforms that IBO has, and this is where the widgets would show up here. And then we're going to scroll up. These are the links to your social networks. Under step 7, or the buttons there, you've got your Facebook comments. You can choose whether or not you want Facebook comments enabled or not. Under edit account, not edit profile, but edit account, you got your customization area here, and then you've got an area to run a banner up here. Even if you're a member of Club IBO, which I am, you always want to have your own banner running up here. Really, really important. Again, take advantage of everything that IBO has to offer. We've got a menu bar here. Home is where we're at now. Social wall, this is all your postings and comments that have been made to your posts, whether or not they're press releases and so forth. Businesses, this is step 3. Under edit profile, this is how it's displayed. A nice professional listing. Press releases, all of the press releases that you have. Videos, all the videos. Learn more, anyone that puts their information in here becomes a lead for you, which is housed under the My Leads section here at IBO. Let's see here, where was I? There we go. Search, this is the search feature. Every member has their own branded search engine. You can give out your link, or again, when your visitors are here, they can enter in anything and it renders all your results. Okay, so if you put in press releases, it would render all my results, or, you know, obviously if you were on your page and did that. Okay, so lots of tools, and this is just a fragment of what's available. Under site navigation, as you can see, there are lots of things. Don't be afraid to click on these things to find out what's behind each one of them, and make sure that you get the training. I can't stress that enough. Again, the IBO mobile is brand new. Here's a link to it. If you're on your mobile phone, you just go to m.ibotoolbox.com. You log in with your username and password, and it's a nice little condensed mobile version that is great to use on the go. And even on your desktop, I find myself using that a lot too. Let's see, what else do we have? I think that's all I need to tell you. Okay, so we've got a link to the main IBO hub, and when visitors are visiting you, they can click on Join Me, and that would take them to your page, and you would get credit once they complete their profile and earn their first star. Okay, really important. And then, like, if you're on somebody's IBO social profile page and you want to share their press release or their profile page with your other social networks, this is where you would do it, up here, by clicking on these buttons, and then there's more here. All right, so that's it. That's all of your questions that you had for me tonight, and now I'm going to show you how to redeem the credit code. So I'm going to keep this recording going so that you can learn where to go to redeem the code. But once right before I give out the code, I'm going to stop the recording. You're going to be able to view this webinar over on IBOtoolbox's YouTube channel, and I'll have it up sometime early tomorrow over there. So if you want to go back and review anything that we talked about, you're welcome to do that, along with the other previously recorded webinars. Okay, so to redeem the credit code, you're going to go to the Credit Center. And you're going to click on Redeem Coupon. This is going to open up a IBO credit code redeemer. Okay, so it's really important that you read the instructions. I'm going to show you how to do it so that there's no questions, but take time to do this because this has changed a little bit, okay? IBO Toolbox is free for all of us to use, but it's not free to run, okay? Look at all these tools over here. I mean, what platform gives you all of this for free or even comes close to giving you all of this for a price? I don't know of any on the internet. So in order to keep this platform free for all of us members, there's a couple of things that we can do to contribute. We can become a contributor by purchasing credits. We can become part of Club IBO, or we can visit third-party sponsored advertising located throughout the platform and family of websites. Okay, so in order to unlock the credit coupon code, we need to visit a few ads. We need to visit ads within this box, any of these links here. So I'm going to click on this here. I'm going to go to, I guess it's IBOtoolbox. It's the one I clicked on. And I'm going to wait for it to load. And I'm going to click on this ad here. I'm going to go back to the page that I had open, and I'm going to click on IBO Social. This is not about opening up an ad, you know, previously. You know, a lot of people say, well, I visited ads or whatever. So you would just simply click on an ad, okay? So, and then we're going to go back here. So you have to click on one of these, okay? At least one, okay? At least one of the following links. This stays open, you come back, and now you can check that you have participated and clicked on a few ads. So this becomes activated, okay? But if I didn't click on these from within this box, if I went to go and try and check this, it wouldn't activate. It wouldn't let me check it, okay? So that's how you use this coupon redeemer code. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording, and I'm going to issue out the